When learning the kettlebell clean, you have to kettlebell clean. But we want to start off from a point where we're successful getting that bell from the floor into the rack position. So typically we want to stand right over the kettlebell. So I like a position where the handle of the horns, which are these parts of the bell, are in line with the arch of the foot to the ankle. It's a good starting point to reinforce a good hinge. In our kettlebell clean, we're going to be a little bit squattier in our setup, meaning our hips are going to be a little bit lower versus a swing. My hips might be a little bit higher. The arm that we're working on cleaning with, we want that hand to grip first. So it's going to grab right in the middle of the bell. It's also going to grab with a loose grip. I'm not trying to squeeze that bell hard. I'm going to take my free hand that's not cleaning, and I'm going to use it as an assist. And basically, once I get set up, I want to pull the slack out. So I'm pushing my feet through the floor. My shoulders are connected, and I'm going to stand up. And as I stand up and extend my hips, I'm going to turn that bell around so it finishes in a rack position. I'm going to hang out here for a moment. Then I'm going to take that belt. I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to bring it around my wrist so it's in front. I'm going to hinge back down. And I want to get comfortable standing up, keeping my arm connected to my torso from my elbow to my armpit, and getting the sensation of that bell rotating around my wrist into the rack position. As we get more proficient at this, we start to build up speed. As we build confidence, we can start to stand up a little bit quicker. And the quicker we stand up by pushing into the floor and extending our hips, the lighter that bell starts to feel on the way up, which gives us an opportunity to continue to practice good reps, keeping the arc of that bell really close, to the point where we recognize we might not even need the assisting hand anymore by pushing up, coming down. Now, it's really important when we clean, we want to stay connected here. If the arm comes out, that bell ends up flopping onto the side. The other thing is when we're bringing that bell up, as we stand up and we get to about the totally extended point, ideally we want to have our arm at almost a 90-degree angle. We like to cue elbow back at this point, and then once that bell's there, we drop the elbow down, and it helps bring the bell into the rack. So if I'm starting off slow, I get my position, I push to stand tall, and I'm here. But as I start to speed that up to the point where I can take away that assisted arm, I'm going to not fall backwards, but stand up with a position where I'm getting my elbow back and then down. And then to let the bell down, my elbow comes out or falls back. That's when I let the bell start to rotate around my forearm, and I hinge to land on the floor. I hope that helps. This is a drill I learned from Brett Jones. You can never practice too much with an assisted clean. At some point, you're going to feel like you don't need the assisting arm, and then you realize you own that clean pattern on one arm.